What's up? What's up? Welcome to Cappin with Kev Mac. I'm your host, Kev Mac. My co-host DJ will be joining us shortly. Hopefully, y'all came over from the Black channel as I was having buffering problems. I had to reboot my computer, so sorry for the delay. I don't want to do too much bragging and too much boasting because sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're cold. But I've been trying to tell you guys for 4 weeks that the Eagles will be playing the Chiefs and that the Eagles will win the Super Bowl. About the only thing I got wrong was Saquon Barkley couldn't crack 112 yards. I'm kind of mad about that, but because I wasn't thinking logical on that. I was going off. He does this thing every week. I wasn't going off of the Chiefs are going to key up on him. But Kelsey didn't do shit, like I said. Uh, Eagles will cover that spread. Eagles will win straight up. The over on the game. Just too easy. If you made a bunch of straight bets, you should have probably only lost one. Parlays, that's a little bit different because, like I said, Saquon Barkley didn't do what he was supposed to do. And actually, Mahomes threw for more yardage than I thought. But other than that, easy call, easy call. And so here's my thing. You know, I have a lot of personal pet peeves, right? So one being, why did so many people come on my Black channel asking me who was going to win? What was the purpose of that? Are you testing? Are you testing my pick? Told you guys, one loss the last 3 decades, one each decade. So who knows if I was going to be right or wrong this time? You can't really go off history. But there's a reason why we have the breadwinners over here, y'all. Good looking out, Jock. I'm glad you won, man. I told everybody Eagles and the over. I think I said it should go over. I don't think I actually said it's going to go over, but I did say it should go over. It had every reason to go over because of the Eagles alone. The Eagles, what else did I tell y'all? That the Eagles blow out teams. The Chiefs barely win. What people wasn't understanding or trying to hear is that Jalen Hurts almost beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl when he was a rookie. Now you got him as a veteran. Come on, man. You know the Eagles going to put up a good fight. The number one defense, the number one run game, although the run game wasn't shit, Jalen Hurts still ran the ball. It's like I make myself mad when I waste time thinking logical and don't benefit from it. But I did benefit. I won $200. The only reason why I only won $200 because I didn't bet was $7. So that seven was paid plus 3,300. In my normal day, that's a $500 bet, 300 minimum. So that should have been an $18,000 win, but I didn't have no money to be betting. Let me see. And so once again, if you are in the Discord, you've seen some plays. A lot of people won straight bets. Those parlays was kind of rough though. Skunk Dog won 3 small parlays. They all paid like $100 though. So shit, I'm sure he did good. The link is right there. But there's so much good advice to be given and shared, but you can't lead a horse to the water and make him drink. You know what I'm saying? Defense win championship. I kept telling y'all that defense win championship. Notice nobody was talking about the Eagles defense. Did you notice 46 seconds into the game, they were bragging on the Chiefs defense. It wasn't until the fourth quarter that they started talking about the Eagles defense. Spagnuolo is a genius. Spagnuolo has this great defense. Andy Reid, look, man, it was so obvious the Eagle defense was way better than the Chiefs defense. Way better. No matter how you chop it up, way better. They was even making excuses for the Chiefs when the Chiefs was down 10-0. The announcers were saying, "Well, the Eagles, I mean the Chiefs defense only gave up 10 points." Well, God damn it! Did you notice the Eagles defense didn't give up anything? Like it was so biased, and I mentioned that on this live when I went on that rant a couple lives ago about the announcers are tricking y'all. The announcers are setting y'all up for failure because they keep telling you about the Chiefs, Chiefs, Chiefs. And they're forgetting to tell you what I've been hearing for 56 years. Defense wins championships. The Eagles got the number one defense. The run game dictates the game. Although the Eagles' run game wasn't good, they were able to at least keep running the ball. Whereas the Chiefs had to throw, 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 throw. DJ said it himself. Any team that is predictable on the pass is going to have problems. The defense know what you're doing. Unfortunately, the announcers did not understand that the Eagles had a nice front four into the fourth quarter. Even at halftime, only Jimmy Johnson got it right. Only Jimmy Johnson called it a fair game right. The other people were still telling you why the Chiefs were going to come back. Man, please. What's up, DJ? You won some bets today. Talk to me.
Yeah, what's the deal? Yeah, man, I won like 3 out of 4 that I posted, in Discord, and that's a winning day any day of the week. You make 5 plays and you win 4, man, and like 2 of them was plus money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a win, man. We giving out, consistent win. As a matter of fact, let's bring it up. Let's show it just so everybody know it ain't no cap in my
Even
man.
if they think it's cap, y'all go to the Discord app, sign up with the breadwinners, and you can see all of our wins and losses.
Like a lot of places, what I mean? You just can't get that. You know what I mean? You can't get this consistency. Yeah, so the first play, I already knew from the jump, man, it was gonna be a tush push. You know what I mean? At some point, this play is always in action, and you always got to take into consideration the price. You know what I mean? You're gonna give me that at minus 120. I'm gonna take it all day, every day. They had Saquon at like minus 190 or some crazy shit. He never scored. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Let me stop you real quick. The only reason why I didn't like your post right there, and the
hmm
only reason why I didn't respond to it is because on my ticket I had the Hurt score a touchdown.
hmm
So to me, it was so obvious already. Like he giving out an obvious play right there. So whoever didn't take your play, shame on them. I mean, you have if you watch football, you know the tush push, and I seen you guys say it before he did the tush push. Y'all said it was getting ready to happen.
yeah.
So whoever missed out on that, that's shame on you. You missed watching football and you didn't watch the Eagles if you didn't win on that. Now, sorry to interrupt you. Continue on.
Nah, it's good. But yeah, we know some people in here um that don't really know, and they might be conflicted with certain things. So it's like, I'm keeping it to me. My style is I'm gonna try to keep it as basic as possible and stack wins. You know what I'm saying? That like that's it. So yeah, the Jalen Hurts touch push, we knew that was coming, and I want to let y'all know like any what you call a capper. Anybody that's giving out picks and stuff like, especially for free. Like we giving out for free, we giving out plays for free, right? But we always gonna make other plays. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that you might not see or we might not give out. We probably giving out like me. I'm giving out the most confident stuff, and stuff like that because I'm trying to show you that it's possible to really be profitable. So I took this bet but I also took Jalen Hurts' first touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like plus 460. But that's a more riskier play. So no,
Yeah.
I didn't give it. I just took it. I just, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I
That was
just,
a good risk.
yeah, I just took it for shits and giggles. You know what I'm saying? Basically, and boom, you know what I'm saying? It ended up cashing too. But like I said, I didn't post that one. You know, but this is the only one that really lost right here. You know, this Kansas City, and you know, I was one of the people that was on the Kansas City side. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could admit that. You know what I'm saying? Kev was heavy on the Eagles. He didn't back down off of it, and you know, I stayed with the Chiefs because it's like, you know, if I'm putting my money up, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put my money up on what I know, and we done seen this happen so many times that we just know how it go. These mugs, they come back, they win games, they win Super Bowls, you know. So, but this is also why I preach not to lay all your eggs in one basket. Like, imagine if I just had took everything I had and was like, yeah, I'm riding with the Chiefs, and then you know what I mean. I would have been whooped. But you make multiple plays like this, spread it out with, you know what I mean, with high percentage bets, and you don't have that type of story to where you just, you know, you got beat upside your head. And then this parlay right here. So if you go back when I'm doing my research earlier, I went back and I looked at Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowls. All of his Super Bowls, he's got over 1.5 touchdowns and over 250 yards, except the last Super Bowl versus the Eagles. But also, every game this season that he's played in a dome, he's got over 250 yards. Most of them was like 300 yards if he played in a dome, and multiple touchdowns. So I said, you know what I mean? It's an easy call. So you're going to give me this for plus money? You're going to give me the 1.5 touchdowns, combine these two for plus 135? Easy call. I got to take it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that one also hit as well.
That was a good one.
Then live right here, right? So just like we have bias or recency bias and sports team bias and stuff like that, the books do as well, right? So you can look at the lines and tell they expecting Kansas City to come back too. They expecting Kansas City to come back and put up a fight and for this game to get close and maybe um Philly don't even score in the second half. Because at this point, when we make this, but this is halftime, right? Basically, like right after halftime, they had like 24 points. So like this is like 10 more points right here. You know what I mean? Like or like eight more. This is 8 more points. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, they got 2 whole quarters to get this. Like they're gonna run this up. So yeah. So I took this as well to over 31 and a half. You know, on a total. And really,
Them was genius. That was genius. I wish I would have had some money. And even if I had money, I wasn't thinking about that play. But that was a great play.
yeah. So and a lot of times, see, like trying to predict the game before the game starts is kind of like we trying to be fortune tellers. You know what I mean? We
It's
trying to
like
look.
flipping a quarter.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But when you can with these live plays, they so much more profitable. Like I got such a clear vision on live bets. You know what I mean? So I'm watching this pretty much the whole game. I'm watching this line, watching it, seeing what it's doing. It's jumping around, going back and forth, and it's like they're not really having no faith in the Eagles. But the Eagles is steady scoring. What they punted like once or twice, I'm like, man, they gonna get this. And then sure enough, they after they had got that field goal, then they got that strip sack. I said, oh yeah, this is good money. So what happened to me was I screenshotted this. I put this bet up. I posted it in the Discord, and I went back to the app to place the bet. I placed the bet. The line changed, so it's still 31 and a half, but now it goes from plus 110 to minus 170, which was crazy. Like that's such a huge just jump. So it made me take the minus 170. So I was screwed, or you know what I mean? I won less money. You know what I mean? So what I had to do was I had to just double down. I had to it went up. It went up to 34 and a half, and I was kind of contemplating. I waited a little while, and then when it got to 38 and a half, for plus even money for plus 100. I said, fuck it, I gotta take it again. You know what I mean? So I took it again. So I kind of doubled down on it. You know what I mean? Because I had kind of came up short on that one. So yeah, that was my plays right there.
That was even more genius to double back. One more thing I forgot to tell you guys. Remember, I kept saying the referees won't the game and referees won't be a factor because it's a neutral field. So when that first call went against the Eagles, that pass interference, I was like, it's gonna even out because they're not in Kansas City. If you watch, I know a lot of people don't watch post game shows. I love the post game shows more than I love the games. And the players have been complaining that when you go to Kansas City, everybody know you're gonna get cheated. So that's why I was big on this is a neutral field. This is not Kansas City because I listened to the players' verbiage. The verbiage is in Kansas City. They're not saying wherever you play them. So that's why I knew neutral field, all that referee shit wasn't going to play a factor. They actually, I believe, made probably a makeup call or two for the Eagles in the Eagles' favor. But you got to really stay away from these announcers, man. What do these announcers gain by giving us all a free pick? People selling their picks $1,000 a pick, $1,000 a day. So what is an announcer gaining by giving us winners all the time? Nothing. That's why they asses don't give you no winners. What they actually doing is trying. I mean, this is a philosophy of mine. They're trying to get you to go heavy, the opposite way of what they really believe. Because why do you go channel to channel and everybody's picking the same team over and over and over? Like, who does that? Even right here, we not going to all agree.
No, never.
So why are they on TV agreeing so heavily game after game after game?
Go ahead.
No, that's it. That's it. I was just going to keep going.
Now, my thing is always like they don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like me, right? I never been in the NFL, so I can't really tell you. I can't really tell you what goes on inside the locker room, on the field, pregame. I can't tell you none of that stuff. But what I do know is I know betting. I know sports betting. I know how to choose a side. I know when to choose a side, how to choose a side. These guys, they don't know. They just picking winners and losers, for the most part. And you can be wrong in that at any point. But these guys, like, they not good at betting. They might be good at the game and their analysis, but they not good at betting.
Good point. I bet Jimmy Johnson's good at gambling, at betting.
He could be.
Because he's always just telling how it is. He don't go off into that, oh, this team has the best defense. Oh, this team has the Super Bowl quarterback. He tells it how it really is.
Yeah.
But I want to say this too. For those, because most of the people in this probably, well, I can't say that, but most people in the comment section right now remember when Big Dev was on here and we was going over the reading the line movement and the line. Remember, Big Dev said, anytime a team is -1.5, take the underdog because the book don't really know who's going to win either. And remember, I was telling him that line is a trick. That -1.5, because remember, I agree with Big Dev. That -1.5 means they really feel like the other team got a great chance of winning. That's why it's 1.5.
Right.
The Chiefs only win games by one score anyway. So it can't be 7.5. We know that. But you really got to figure if they thought the Chiefs was going to win, it would have been a -3.5.
2.5.
Even 2.5 is just a field goal.
Yeah,
so you got to figure the Chiefs are going to win by at least a field goal because that's just one score. But it's not a touchdown. But that 1.5, I'm not sure if I mentioned that on here, but I did mention it to a couple people. That 1.5 was easy fucking money, dog. Again, you don't really know. I'm not saying I knew 1,000%, but I was confident 1,000%. But yeah, man. I mean, you could pick a winner or loser at any time. The good thing about a person who just straight bets or take their time, you can be on the wrong side before the game, but you could correct your wrong during the game.
Me again. That live betting is a kid. That's another play I made that I didn't give in Discord because I don't want to give out too many plays anyway, and and cloud people's mind with too many plays. But yeah, I took Eagles live minus 14 and a half. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It was already at that point they was already up 24. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, as long as they could keep their foot on the gas, and that's what I respected. They didn't come out half step. They came out
they kept throwing the ball. I like
still
that.
throwing the ball, still slinging it. You know what I mean? If they would have came out running and pussyfooting around, they would have lost that game. But they came out steady smashing. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Yeah.
they not let up off the gas. You know what I mean? They were still throwing the ball downfield, and that's what you got to do.
What's up, Reggie Owens? What's the deal, man?
Yeah, yeah. But I was, this last, message I put in the Discord. You know what I mean? Because shoot, that that's the end of the football season. We still got basketball, but that's the end. But in this Discord, you got me, you got my other guy right here, ELZ13. You can go through his list and you see consistent winners. You know what I mean? You see multiple winners every day. You know what I'm saying? So like you're not dealing with no rookies over here. You know what I'm saying? Like we dudes that done put in some work and put in some years of experience with this, and we know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And we're doing this for free. So I just don't know how we not more popping. Not more engaged and interacting. You know what I'm saying over here? Because
This
you know,
year is gonna tell it all.
yeah. Like we doing it the right way. Like what I'm saying. Like you go through here, it ain't no, you know what I mean. Like it ain't no scamming, it ain't no hiding. Like all the plays is right here. You know what I'm saying. You can count them for yourself. You know what I'm saying. Like we showing that it's possible. You can really
You
win like
yeah,
this.
great win by Philly defense, absolutely. I still get a Chiefs props for shutting down Barkley. And I was telling my viewers, I'm still mad that I didn't factor that in to my thoughts. I should have known damn well they was gonna key up on Barkley, but I didn't. However, I still called everything else right, the right way that it went. Um, I think a lot of times we overthink situations, and I said it once, I'll say it again. I believe those announcers, I always like to blame it on the European American announcers and journalists that shape the way we think. And so when you steady hearing them talk about Mahomes for the three-peat, Magnolia, great defense, and all that. And then we're hearing brothers tell brothers, they cheat for the Chiefs, they cheat for the Chiefs, the ref, all of that stuff factors into the way we think. And then you almost have to lean toward the Chiefs when you're hearing all this shit. But
Yeah,
logical thinking, I always go back to the basics. Defense win championships. Eagles
oh,
had the number one defense, number one run game. Even though they didn't do well, they still outran the Chiefs. They controlled the ball. At one point, the Eagles had 19 minutes of possession and the Chiefs had 10 minutes of possession. That's what you want in football. A team that can hold the ball that long, that's what you want. So it was only, 11 minutes left in the game at that point. I think. No, 20, how many minutes? 60 minutes in the game. So, no, it was still 40 minutes left in the game. But that's huge. No, I'm tripping. It was 30 minutes left in the game. That's huge. The Chiefs couldn't run the ball or pass the ball,
they had
man.
no choice. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
the way the this has always been my thing with Mahomes and with Brady. You have to put pressure on them. If you put pressure on them, they will fold. Just like most quarterbacks, you know what I mean. But if you If you could get through that line, if you could blitz them, they are going to have trouble. You give Mahomes all day in that pocket, he is going to peel you apart. You know what I mean? So what you have to do is you have to get him flustered. You know what I mean? You got to send people at him. And the way that line was getting through, they didn't blitz. Like they didn't blitz the linebackers and all. It was just a straight line, just putting that work in.
They said they pressured the Eagles 40, I mean the Chiefs 47% of the time. Last time they played, they pressured them 41% of the time. That lets you know the Eagles ain't no pushovers. Because I think that defensive coordinator been there for a long time, right? Or he been in an organization.
No, no, that's Vic Fangio. He used to be Denver's head coach.
Oh,
He
who's
was
the guy they said been there 20 years? Who was that?
that was the play caller.
Offensive coordinator?
No, I don't think he's the court. Is he? He might be the offensive coordinator. I think Vic Fangio. Yeah, Vic Fangio is the defensive coordinator over there. So he it might be that guy. Yeah,
Yeah, but
he
yeah.
might.
Well, I'm gonna keep it 100. I didn't know the defensive line was that good, but I've been saying they have a great defense even with injuries. Because I remember like 4 weeks ago, somebody said the Eagles are injured. I said, so what? Them injuries ain't gonna hurt them. When you stacked on defense, I don't care what team it is, basketball, baseball, football. If your defense is really good, you can do with an injury or two because it's 11 players on defense and nine in baseball and five in basketball is a little bit different because that's 20% if you have an injured man. But usually, a team that has good defense, that's what they instill in their players. So the bench players are usually going to be taught the same way as the starters. You know what I mean? So that's why I wasn't worried about the Eagles defense at no point. And then DJ, I didn't even tell the audience, but DJ, you guys know, I bet that the Eagles score first. I bet the first score of the game is an Eagle touchdown. I bet Eagles first quarter, but on a fluke, like DJ said, for shits and giggles, I bet it that the coin toss would be a tail. And the reason why, because I watched so many games and they always have the coin on heads. As a little kid, you know you flip the coin off heads to land on tails. So that's why I picked tails.
I used, before we had a lot of prop bets in Vegas, and during the Super Bowl, they would come out with all these prop bets. They would come out with a book like this for Super Bowl, thick, just pages and pages of bets you can just go through, and they would have stuff like that. Like, you know, what I mean, it might have some player yards and stuff, but the two I would always pay attention to, or the two that I would always bet would be most of the time would be the coin toss, and I can't remember the other one, was something else, because the coin toss is 50-50. You know what I'm saying? And like, even if you tell me you want to flip a coin against me, I'm gonna always choose tails. You know what I'm saying? Every time. So at the on the Super Bowl, I usually always bet. Um, excuse me. I always bet the coin toss on tails, and you know what I mean. It's gonna hit. It's gonna probably gonna hit 50% of the time. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it's more than 50. 50 is break even.
Yeah,
But
right.
tails come up a lot. I don't know the stats, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, as a kid, like if I want to gamble against you as a kid, I say, what you want, heads or tails? I put the shit on heads, I flip it, I catch it, boom, it's tails. Or I let it go to the ground, it's tails. But I don't know the numbers in the pro, but I seen a lot of tails this year, and that's the only reason why I did it. And
Yeah.
for those that's probably wondering, well, shit, Kev Mac got money to gamble, or did Kev Mac win thousands? No, my tickets was all like $7 a bet.
Yeah.
But I ended up profiting $200, so that was good for somebody betting $7.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot. Man, you see, dude put 1 million on the Eagles.
Nah, but I seen a few dudes put 1 million on the Chiefs. And I told my homeboy one shot in Floyd Mayweather's camp. I said, "You already know what's about to happen." He said, "Yep." And when it was over, we text each other laughing out loud. We've been doing this shit too long, man.
Yeah. they said that was the only $1 million bet though on the Super Bowl was on the Eagles. That one dude. It was a
On
lot
the
of
Eagles?
600,000 and stuff like that
On the Eagles.
on
Or
different
period.
things. But just money wise, 1 million was the highest, and it was the $1 million Marco dude. And now
Let me see. We got a couple dudes on Instagram, unless they was faking.
yeah, it was probably faking. Now he going back and forth with the Mozzie dude on Instagram about if it was real or not.
At the Crypto Casino Sportsbook. I don't know who the guy is making the bet. And this look like a woman. No, this a guy with jewelry, earrings, and shit. I don't know who he is either. They're not saying their names in the comments, so I don't know who these people are.
What you looking on?
Instagram.
Oh,
This is not a playoff for the Chiefs. Win this 100,000 for the referees to make sure they win. See, that's what everybody got caught up in.
yeah.
The referees. It's not in Philly. It's not in Kansas City. Marco keep his business on the ground. This ain't Marco's the white guy.
Yeah.
Nah, this guy. These guys are black. These guys ain't white.
Yeah, but Marco was the one that put 1 million on the Eagles.
Oh, he good. He finally won. Good.
Yeah.
That nigga be picking some dumb baseball bets.
Yeah. But he like the type, they got the big bankroll, you know what I mean? So they're gonna make it look good. They're gonna lose. They could lose a couple and then bet big on this one and make up for all them losses. You know what I'm saying? But consistently winning, nah, he don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But like he said, he going back and forth with the Mozzie dude. He said he worth 300 million. You know what I mean? So 1 million to him
He
is.
is right. That's the guy that owned the furniture.
Nah,
No?
that's nah. Marco, he got the dealerships. His dad started up
Oh,
dealerships.
yeah. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, when his dad died, he took over dealerships and took him to the next level. He out there in Illinois, got a bunch of dealerships. The furniture dude is in Texas. That's
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
I forgot his name. What's his name?
He's the one make a lot of dumb bets.
Mattress Mac.
Yeah, Mattress Matt. That's him.
No, but what he does is that people don't know. He hedges himself. So he has a furniture store. He tells everybody, come down, you buy this furniture. If so say like today, right? He might be like, come down, buy the furniture, buy all this furniture for I don't know if he do a discount or but he like buy the furniture. And if the Eagles win, if one side win, he tell them all their furniture will be free. So people go down there and buy all this furniture, spend this money. If that team win, he gonna pay them people all their money back. But what he does is he goes and he bets the other side. So he go bet the underdog. He go put real money on the underdog. So if the underdog hit, he gonna win plus money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if it lose, these people just spend millions of dollars in the store buying furniture. You feel me? So it's like he hedging himself with that in the real world. You know what I mean? Instead of betting both sides of a game, he betting one side of real life and one side with the casino. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So either way, he's not gonna lose.
Yeah. That's crazy. For the brothers asking where to bet, get at me, man. It's two ways. I'll tell y'all about you can use Bet Us, and you can use my referral code, or I got a new sports book that do to give you a line of credit. I haven't used it yet. I've been waiting to see if y'all want to use it. I've been thinking about using it for myself, but I don't want to just go over there by myself. I want to bring some people along with me.
Yeah.
Whenever y'all ready or y'all need it, let me know.
Y'all need to start voting in California again, man. When they put that on the ballot again, y'all need to pass sports betting because y'all
I
messing.
thought it passed last time, but it was supposed to take some years.
Nah, it didn't pass. They voted against it. They were saying stupid stuff like they was worried that the kids was going to be sports betting and getting into debt. You first of all, you can't get into debt. You don't get credit on fucking sports betting apps and these legal ones. So like, so instead of doing that, instead of legalizing it all the way, they they have prize picks and all that, prize picks, underdog and stuff like that. And with those sites, they make you parlay, and they got all these like weird stipulations. Like on prize pick, you deposit your money, you have to play all that money. You can't deposit it, you can't take it out, withdraw it, I mean, until you play the full amount. Like that shit is weird and stupid. Like they just force you to take your money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Rob Moses. All right, whatever, Rob.
The
He
Rams.
said prize picks are tough to win. Is that the one to make you parlay?
Yeah, that's prize. That's what most people use in California, like prize picks and underdog.
My son stay losing on there. He always 3 out of 4.
For real, and that's how they get you. And they got ways, like it's ways to beat them, but you know what I mean. I'm glad that we don't have to deal with it. I've messed with it a couple times, like when I go to LA and I ain't got no choice and I just want to bet something, but I don't even mess with it no more. It ain't even worth it. Like I just don't like it in general. Let me
Man,
see.
this should be good for watch hours, but this year right here is gonna tell it all if it's even worth having a sports channel. It's gonna let us know if people even care what we talking about or
Yeah,
trying to win. Because kind of like how I say everybody say, oh, the refs cheap for the Chiefs, the refs cheap for the Chiefs. So everybody's repeating it.
yeah,
It's kind of like the same with sports. Them dudes talking about, yeah, I got a Lamborghini, I got a Ferrari, yeah, I got 10 bitches right here. People navigate toward them.
yeah.
And
For
we
sure.
we over here like we shadow banned because nobody know us. Nobody care about what we talking about.
But you know what it is? It's a marketing thing, right? Like them dudes is good at marketing
Right,
themselves,
right,
marketing their product. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So like that's the thing that that I wish we was better at. Even like either today or yesterday through the week, like we should have had. I wanted to do a Super Bowl show where we go through every bet. You know what I mean? Not every, but we go through the bets that we like because I said it last time. Like it helps us get it out, and then we can have it there. You know what I'm saying? Because we all going through plays and stuff. We got plays in our head, and then sometimes we forget them or we don't bet them all, or But somebody might need to hear that. You know what I mean? And hear a play that I was leaning. Cause, like I be having a lot of leans. Like I'm looking at the interceptions. Like I knew Hurts was gonna throw an interception. I'm sitting there like, man, they was both plus money to throw an interception. I said, dang man, I should take it. I thought about it. Nah, I didn't even mess with it. AJ Brown, I'm looking at his yards, and I'm like, I didn't take it. You know what I mean? Should have took. Looking at his touchdown, I should have took. Like, I got all these plays, and we should get all these plays out, or even get the conversation out with people and go through it. You know what I'm saying? And then what I'm saying? We had that on the board, and that's showing people that like we know what we're talking about. We know what we're doing. All these plays, a lot of these plays are hidden. We might not take every play, but at least when we go through and have these conversations, people can't be like, "Oh, this dude don't know what the fuck you're talking about." You know what I'm saying? Because like, even like one of my favorite shows I listen to every day is Gilbert Arenas' that sports show, the Gil's Arena, and those dudes are so knowledgeable about basketball because they played the game for so many years. You know what I'm saying? They actually been on the court and been in these locker rooms and all of that. But like when it comes to gambling, like they don't know. Like they be giving out prize picks where they sponsored by Underdog, so they be giving out the Underdog plays and all this, and they be losing all the time because they don't know nothing about gambling, but they know basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I still take a piece of that of all the things that they say, you know what I'm saying, about certain teams and stuff. And even they break down like plays and stuff that teams are running and should be running, you know what I mean? So I just, kind of listen to stuff like that and it kind of helps. But I do think they got like one of the best podcasts and they argue like a mother. I be thinking they about to fight every
Mm.
day. I'm like, these niggas gonna squad, but it's a good show. But yeah, I think if we was more consistent on here, I think it'd help everybody just so much better, especially with big games like this.
What the only thing I say, the only thing I will agree to that's my fault, like you said, the marketing. But secondly, man, I don't see the benefit. I didn't see the benefit of being over here is why I couldn't be consistent. I'd be going through
Yeah,
my own stuff. But Zulu Time Productions, you absolutely right. However, and I don't think Els was here at the time. DJ has broke down how to do gambling several times for a whole hour. I mean, what I always ask you guys, what specifically is it that you want to learn? Because DJ didn't put up the screen and show all that stuff. I done been over that before, so that's boring for me. It's great for DJ to educate y'all on that, so I let him. I just sit back and let him do his thing when he do it. But if you could tell me exactly what it is you're trying to know, then I could just get right to the point.
yeah,
DJ pulls up a whole damn thing and tell you about the point spread, how you can win betting either way. Go to another book, you might get better odds, all of that stuff.
yeah,
Um, but let me just say this, DJ. But as a viewer and a potential better or whatever, like you said, that you or somebody else might be, again, I absolutely agree with you. But here's what I'm gonna ask you: how many times should DJ do that over and over? Like we can't just come in here every night and tell a person how to bet. That ain't gonna work. Gilbert Arenas don't do it. Nobody else does
yeah, yeah. You just gotta reach out, or even this show, like we always say, y'all can ask questions in the chat. We gonna answer the questions, or you get the link. You know what I'm saying? You can come up here. You don't even if you're scared to show your face or something. You don't have to show your face. You can turn.
it.
It
Just
got a
turn
button
it
like
right.
turn the camera on and off. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you don't have to. You know what I mean? And you can still ask your questions or whatever, and we
Right.
can answer it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 I think that's the best way for us. I think. Now DJ would have to teach you bankroll management because I don't have it.
you have you got to think about it's what like 1,200 people subscribe to this channel. It's gonna be different levels of people. You know what I mean? So everything is not gonna fit everybody. So you know what I mean? Like it's hard to tailor make everything for everybody. So you guys just gotta ask and go like if you at and then you gotta understand it's games going on every day. You know what I mean? So we stopping that to teach, betting 101. You know what I'm saying? We missing out over here on these games and time we could, spend on these games. But it's possible still, you can reach out. But and then there's also other videos on YouTube that you can just type in how to bet. What does this mean? What does money line mean? What does spread mean? What is this? You know what I mean? There's other videos you can still watch those and still come back here and we can help you on what you learn or whatever. But yeah, you gotta know the ropes first. 'Cause some people don't understand. Like people calling me today, from California, like, hey, can you make this bet for me? And they're like, if I give you 100, how much will I win? I gotta break it down and explain to them. Well, look, it's minus 115. Oh, so I'm gonna only win. I gotta put up 115 and win 100. That's it. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Unless you want to put together some massive parlay where you gonna put 100 and win 30,000, but the odds of that happening are very slim. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true too. Um, Els had mentioned earlier about promote the Discord and Discord promotes the channel. Let me say
yeah,
this: whenever I come on this channel, I mention the Discord, and I had also asked DJ a while back to keep this was offline, but to keep promoting that because I don't go over there on Discord like you guys. So promote it. How many other people y'all can get to go over there? Great. I had 2 people sign up today. I just got a notification of a third person that just signed up. So a couple other people that I know signed up ended up signing out because we're what do you call it? Superstitious. And some people, when they lose, they be like, "I'm cool on that. I was winning before I was posting and stuff
That's
like
weird
that." So
too.
that's just something we got to go through.
Yeah, you gotta
It's
fight.
like I see guys that be talking about they win all the time, and they sell their picks for outrageous amounts of money. And then you read the comments, it be 2 or 3 people like, "Man, this fool give me all losers. This dude's a scammer." So
It's for the you got to remember it's for the long to like what we doing in Discord is for the long haul. It's for the pretty much for the season. Like you can't think that every bet is gonna be a winner. Like that's you're a smoker if you think that. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes no sense. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. But the great thing about Discord is we're not deleting plays. You could go back and look at these plays and see over the course of a season, how many times has is this dude just losing every single day? No, you might catch it on a bad day. Like you know how many times people have been on like this. Is what happens on Twitter all the time. Somebody gets on a hot streak, or they hit one good bet, one big bet. They post in the bet. Everybody's posting that slip. Oh my God, he hit this. He hit this. So now they want to sign up for this dude's picks, and then right after that, he
they
going on
lose.
the streak. And then he like, oh man, sorry for y'all that just hopped in on this losing streak and blah 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 blah. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like that happens, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of scammers out there. You know what I'm saying? If you looking for a good marketer, there's a lot of people out here that are good marketers and they will swindle you to the best of their ability and you will walk away feeling real like you got effed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like we are doing the same thing they doing and we doing it for free. We haven't charged nobody. I haven't got a single cash app from nobody. Like, good looking out. I, I hit on this play. I haven't got none of that, and I'm not even tripping because I'm betting my own money too, and I'm winning. Like I know how to win. I'm not begging nobody for no money. I'm not struggling, nothing like that. Like I'm doing this as a service, just like El said. Like he doing it, he doing this for fun. You know what I mean? Like we trying to help people because so many people out here are losing. Like a lot of people think, oh yeah, I can just make my own plays. I'm good enough at it. Some people are, and some people aren't. Because you look up at the end of the season and you down all of this money, you're gonna be like, damn, like sometimes you can even fool yourself into thinking that you were winning better, and you really not. You know what I mean? Like
I always wonder, do people know they losers or they trying to pretend like they're not? Um,
a lot of them don't know.
One thing, like for the people on this, people that follow Kev Mac, period, Kev Mac live streams, know this to be a fact. I take you to the window. At any point, if I feel like I'm cold or I gave y'all a back to back hell of a play that didn't come through, I will stop. So if you lose money, that's on you because I will stop giving you plays. I know you guys ain't like me. I'm going to go for broke. So I'll just stop giving you plays. That way, y'all, that's why ain't nobody on here said Kev Mac broke me or I got broke messing with Kev or
Yeah,
Kev was giving out losers.
like,
You can't get me to that point. I will back out before I keep giving you a cold streak.
yeah,
My my win ratio was so fucking crazy a few years ago that's how I believe a lot of people even follow me now because everybody was looking for that great win streak. Everybody was looking for that next win. For some reason, unfortunately, people was winning and they backed up. I think people thought I couldn't keep winning. And I'll give you an example. You might have heard me say this before. When my homeboy Money Mike got killed, I went to his funeral, and one of my homeboys from 60s had told me, he said, man, he's smiling and everything. He's gloating. He said, man, I knew you wasn't going to keep winning. I knew it. I kept sitting back waiting for you to lose. I knew you was going to lose. What type of
Weird.
attitude is that?
That's weird, man. Gamblers don't do that.
Why didn't you jump on the bandwagon and win until I lost?
Get you some money. You know what I mean?
Man, that's it right there. Get you some money.
Yeah.
If somebody is hot and I'm watching them, I'm taking the time out to watch somebody and he's winning, I'm gonna jump in. I'm
Mhm,
not gonna stay out. And
mhm.
so I was killing them. I don't remember the numbers, but I'm sure the numbers are still posted on other channels. But the numbers was ridiculous. I would just smash. I start off like 23 and oh, that was ridiculous.
Crazy.
And then I won like 60 bets before I lost 10. I was killing them.
Like people don't understand how hard that is. You know what I mean? Like we talking about where any day you could lose any bet, anything could go wrong. For you to go on any type of streak is crazy. Like I always say, you hit 10 bets in a row, doubling your money each time. That's you could turn $10 into $10,000 in 10 plays. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so people don't even like it's not easy to just win. It's not easy to give out plays to people either. Like that's hard too because for one it's nerve wracking, for two most people superstitious, and for three like it's hard because it's like man somebody else's money is in my hands basically. You know what I mean? Like they could lose their money. You know what I mean? Because of me. So like this thing is not it's not easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mentally that shit is draining, especially if you sit up and do your homework. If you actually study for a couple hours and you give this play out like this is a great play and it lose, man, that drains you mentally. If you win, there is no drain. You off all adrenaline now. You can't wait to give out another good pick and study the next games. But
Exactly.
but yeah, Buck Wild, King Buck Wild, in person known as JoJo, he's seen my good days and he's seen my bad days. He laughs sometimes at how sprung I was, but he also talks about some of my good wins. And I see the one thing. See, I used to bet the Broncos, DJ,
Yeah,
because I love Elway. I
yeah.
lost on Elway too against the Giants, but I used to bet on Elway. Um, Broncos has always put out some good players on offense and defense.
Facts. No,
And
yeah, though.
I got caught up on Cam Newton when the Broncos played Carolina.
A lot of people did.
And Buck JoJo was there and he was riding with Denver. He's a Bronco fan. And I sat up there, I lost about 32,000 that day, man.
Oh,
Maybe more. Maybe more.
mm.
The only thing I got right that day was the MVP of that Super Bowl.
Von Miller.
Yeah, that was the only thing I got right that fucking day. I was losing every quarter, every half.
I
I
wish I wish I would have known you back then, man. I would have told you, man, because man. Everybody was on my head because they knew I was a Bronco fan. Everybody was just on Carolina nuts, and I was telling them like, that's not even your team, dog. Like, why is you on me so tough like this? Not even your team. Shit's crazy, man.
What you just said is how JoJo was. We was all on his head.
Yeah,
And if and I wouldn't have listened to you because I wouldn't listen to JoJo.
yeah,
JoJo kept saying, "Oh man, this, oh man, the Broncos, oh man." I wasn't listening, and that's what happens to a hard head. So don't feel like when I say I'm not talking to you, I'm just talking in general. Don't feel like when I say I told y'all the Eagles was gonna win. I told y'all 4 weeks ago, Eagles and the Chiefs was gonna win their division, and the Eagles was gonna win the Super Bowl. So when I do that, it's only because I was right. I could tell you many times, like tonight, when I was wrong. You know, you're not gonna always be right. That's what me and DJ keep preaching to y'all. You're not gonna win 100% of the time. So if you're not gonna be patient, or if you're not really a gambler, don't engage
yeah.
because there are times you might get a loss on Monday, Tuesday. You might even get one on Wednesday too. But what you got to do after 2 or 3 losses, just back up, reassess your bankroll, reassess your mind, and get back in. But if you're messing with someone you trust on the picks, on the handicap, or it could even be yourself, if you trust yourself, you know you're not gonna keep losing. So you gotta weather the storm.
Yeah. Or even a trash better. If I see a trash better and he just giving out losers, 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 at what point am I gonna be like, why don't I just bet against whatever he say? You know what I mean? Like, why don't I just take the opposite of what he's saying if I know he trash? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it's straight bets. You know what I mean? Because it's a couple dudes on social media like every bet they put out be just straight ass. I'll be like, man, if you just bet against him, you'll be up right now. You
Oh,
like,
trust me, I know a few people like that. Trust me, I can show you some text messages right now.
but
Um,
also too, like on this show, like even we talk about other things, not just straight betting. So we talk about sports in general. So you know what I mean? Like guys come on here all the time in the comments and ask what we think about their team and their new coach or their new acquisition and with all these new trades and stuff like that too. We go through and talk about all that too.
the thing is, like, I will bet against my team.
I will too.
I don't make it a habit, but if that's your team, you know your team's strengths and weaknesses.
Who better?
So why wouldn't you bet against your team?
Right.
And
Don't never bet with this.
yeah.
With your heart. Always bet with this. You know what I'm saying? Use your brain. If more people did that, they would be more successful. You know, and gambling.
Now, when DJ first came on here with me, DJ had mentioned something about some guy gave them a tip on a basketball game, and they all won. About a player was going to go under or something like that.
The Draymond Green bet.
Right. And so when DJ told his story, and I've told a few to go along with what DJ said, and this is what I'm trying to tell you right now. Everybody has a favorite team that they follow, whether they will admit that they're a fan of that team or not. That don't matter. But there's a team we all follow because you're in different cities, or your friend, your girlfriend, or your father is a fan of this team. So what I'm trying to get to is, you know, some teams better than you know others. And these sports guys follow teams. They follow teams because they report on these teams. Some of them know some players because they've been seeing them around the league and they became friends with them and coaches. So they have what we call the inside scoop. And if we're not privy to the inside scoop to get a play that DJ and a lot of people had got that day, I think he said FanDuel or somebody didn't even want to pay people out.
Yeah.
But us as individuals that are not on the radio or not on TV, we can use each other to get those team specialists, those guys that know a certain team real well. So we can feed off each other. Like DJ just said, had he known me, he wished he had known me, he could have stopped me from losing my money. And although I may not have listened, I probably would have listened because I know DJ be gambling. I know he be winning. Whereas with JoJo, I was teaching JoJo. I was showing JoJo the way. Hell no, I'm not finna listen to JoJo. To me, he was betting with his heart because he was a Denver fan. You feel me? So no, I wasn't gonna listen to him. But there are times I will listen to somebody. If somebody can tell me something about somebody's ankle, oh, that's a big deal. You know what I mean? You can tell me about an injured player or a player that's playing under limited minutes. Those type of things can help you in your decisions. Yeah, but I'm not playing on the team, bro. Like, if you a Laker fan and you a gambler and you don't bet against the Lakers, shame on you.
It don't matter who it is. Like I'm a Broncos fan. I bet against the Broncos in a quick second against anybody. Top two. Like if the Broncos and the what's the team that's smacked it? The Bills. The Broncos and Bills are playing. I'm not supposed to take the Bills because I'm a Broncos fan. That's crazy. And never, I would bet against my team in a heartbeat. The goddamn Oklahoma Thunder play the Lakers right now. I'm not supposed to bet the Thunder because I'm a Laker fan. Man, you crazy? Think I'm betting them all day.
Man, listen, you guys. Somebody said they remember last time I mentioned this, but last year the Dodgers had got a pitcher. I don't remember who the pitcher was, but I was telling y'all he was sorry. I could hit a home run off of. I said he gonna give up 2 or 3 home runs tomorrow. His first game as a Dodger. I bet against the Dodgers that day, and I won. This fool gave up a couple of home runs in the beginning of the game, and the Dodgers lost. So, yeah, I'm gonna bet against my team because you should know your team well.
Facts.
And a team like what DJ just said, you think he's not gonna take the Bills over the Broncos. Check this out. You can't expect the Broncos to go 16 or 17 and 0.
Exactly. These niggas be thinking the Browns gonna go 16-0 just because you a fan. Like
Yeah,
the sports book don't care about that. They don't care about if you a fan and who a fan and who not. Man, bump that. That's how people lose their money though. You know, the average everyday better just go to work guy and I'm gonna just bet on this. That's how they lose. You know what I mean? Because they betting like that and it's not profit. It's not even fuck profitable. It's not even smart. You know what I'm saying? Like Rockhead got on here and said Steelers gonna win every game. They're gonna win the Super Bowl and everything else. Like, I mean, that's cool for sports bar talk, but that's not cool for the sports book. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be broke.
yeah, that was drunk talk.
Yeah,
What I like about Rockhead is after it was proven he was wrong, he said he was speaking from a fan point of view. That's why I don't listen to fans.
yeah.
I need you to be a gambler.
I'm a gambler
You
first.
know what I mean? Winston paid the court though. But what kind of bet you guys prefer when it comes to football and basketball? Let me answer, then you can answer. The type of bet I prefer usually depends on my bankroll. I want the easiest straight bet to double my money or even get half of what I bet. Now, if I'm short, I prefer a parlay. I do not prefer team parlays as much as I prefer proposition bets. I've always bet proposition bets, but once I met DJ, I got more into the proposition bets and the parlaying of proposition bets. I think I think you have a higher chance of winning, and the payouts are good. But let me say this, since I know you new to this and stuff, parlaying is actually the worst bet that you can do. So you have to be strategic when you're going to parlay. You could either parlay all money lines that give you a higher chance of winning, or win a bet first, make a straight bet first, and take those winnings to make your parlay. You have to be strategic in all this if you want to be successful or halfway successful. Um, Me, I just like to. I'll take big risks. I'll take big gambles, long parlays, hoping that I hit. So I have all this different money to bet the way I really want to bet. I'm gonna tell you my biggest problem. People won't understand this, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. I'm just as good as picking 7 teams as I am one team. I could bet one team and lose a big bank, whereas I could bet 7 teams for a crumb and win a big bank. I know it sounds weird, but that's just how it is. I'm not good at my single bets. Never have been. But I can give you 3 winners. I can give you four. I can give you 4 out of 5. Easy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
for me, it's getting over that one bet, that one team. Usually if I hit that one or that one team and that second team come through, I feel good because I'm gonna win. And if you're gonna parlay multiple teams, it's always wise to have a team in the late game
Mm.
because that way you can always hedge. You can always hedge that last game. A lot of people say, "Oh, I want the 10 o'clock games. I want the 1 o'clock games." Well, you can't get no hedge action unless you get lucky and get an overtime game. You know, round robin is a good way to go. I don't like round robins. I think I told this story before. I once round robin 8 teams and I
Stupid.
lost like 7 out of the 8. And I ended up losing a lot of money because I don't parlay. I mean, I don't round robin for $5 or $10.
Shit.
My round robins was huge because I just won like 100, probably about $103,000, and I went big on my round robins and lost. And so I just got away from round robins. That was horrible.
Yeah, losing 7 out of 8 is crazy. That's winning 1 out of 8. It's
Yeah,
crazy. You know,
yeah.
the round robin smoked after two. Two lose, the round robin is killed. The whole thing is dead. You know what I mean? So, but
The
see earlier,
the reason why everybody think I should round robin and why I will be rich is because I'm always one, not always, but I'm usually one team short. Sometimes I might be 2 teams short. That third loss, you're gonna lose a round robin any damn way. But there's also ways to round robin. Like JoJo might key in like 4 teams, and those 4 teams win. You basically in the money now. After that, yeah.
but I know earlier that previous question, I know earlier he had even asked what a parlay was. Confused outlaw. He said you got to find out what a parlay is or something like that. A parlay is multiple bets. It's not just one straight bet, just one thing. It's you putting multiple bets together, and all of those bets have to win. They have to hit for you to win your money. They have to hit. So it's low, it's high risk, high reward. You know what I mean? You're gonna put together a parlay of let's say five or something, and the more money you put on it, the more you're gonna win. You know what I'm saying? The odds are high, but the chances of it actually happening is less. Every time you add another team or another player to a parlay, like your chances of winning is going down. Like because everything
Yeah.
gotta go your way, gotta go in your favor, and it's always gonna be one. Like one is always, and that's why I straight bet for the most part because all of them all of my good parlays that I had where I could have won big money, one is usually like one player that fucked me over, and it bothers me for so long that I can't even get over it. So I just like my parlay, like I go down, I do a 2 team parlay for just to get some plus money. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. I mean, for those that's new here, for those that haven't followed this channel since the beginning, me and DJ, one of our very first conversations on here was about bankroll management. That's why when L says something about tell him about bankroll management, that's DJ. You go to DJ for that. He's good at that. And you won't get in the hole. I promise you, you won't get in the hole. Me, I'm wild with it. I'm trying to win big. I want 6 digits, 7 digits. So I'm wild with it. I feel like I'm old now. I done had a lot of good things in my life. They're all gone now. I feel like I have to hit big in order to get back to being Kev Mac. Like I have no trick money. I have no money to just fuck off on shit. I haven't even been gambling. Like the last 2 months, I really haven't been gambling. That shit's killing me. Like I can't eat donuts and hamburgers right now. So I'm betting $2, $3, $7. If I'm lucky, I could bet $12.50 or $15. Um, but sometimes them damn $15 bets hit.
Exactly.
You
That's
know,
why I be trying to keep Kev encouraged. You know what I mean? I never be like, damn, Kev, you lost, you fucked that up. You gonna be broke. You know what I mean? Like I just try to keep him encouraged because he hits. Like if he sticks to it, like he go through these rough patches. But I don't know too many people that hit like him, especially in parlays. Like, what was the odds on that parlay today?
Plus 3,300.
Yeah, like plus 3,300. Like people was not like plus 3,300 is not easy to hit. I didn't see him hit plus 7,000s, plus 12,000s. Like I'm not even making those type of parlays, those type of plays. I know I'm not gonna hit them, and it's gonna frustrate me, right? So I want the wins. I want the not I was about to say guaranteed, but not guaranteed wins, but that's what I'm trying to get close to. I need the one that I'm super confident in because I'm not trying to take no losses, trying to minimize my losses. But Kev, I done seen this dude just put together tickets where I'd be like, God damn, like just hidden, like it's crazy. So yeah,
Man,
that's why I try to keep them encouraged and never discourage them and just try to be like, man, you're gonna get it back. Just keep going. You gotta weather the storm. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta keep going.
yeah, DJ had everybody on Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Not to steal no shine from DJ, but I had talked about Cam Ward when he was on Washington State. At no point when DJ, like the first two times DJ mentioned Cam Ward, did it register to me this is the same guy at Washington State. And so I rolled Cam Ward a little bit. I didn't bet him every week. I definitely didn't lose on that motherfucker. But he won a lot of people money. And hate to say this, but I gotta say it. I try to keep everything fair. Y'all should have been cash apping DJ off that Cam Ward shit, man, because y'all was cash apping me off my picks. So if you got on Cam Ward and you was winning, y'all should have been hitting DJ's cash app. Um, this thing we do here, it can be profitable for the guys giving out picks. I keep hearing Els is a stud, Els is good. Y'all got to go to Discord to get Els picks. And when y'all start hitting, look out for. I don't know the dude. I ain't never had a conversation with him. But if y'all go get his picks and you win it, look out for him. I don't care if he got 10 million in the bank. I don't care if he got $1 in the bank. If he giving y'all winners, go bless the man. Show him your appreciation and give him encouragement to keep giving out picks.
Yeah. And I do the same. Like for Els, like I tell everybody, man, he hit at a high clip. He giving out consistent wins. He giving out good plays, man, like it's crazy. Like between us, especially the three of us, like it's no reason why people is not in this Discord making money. Like even if betting is not your thing, like that, you don't really know what's going on. Like you should be signing up, like figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Like and making these plays. It's money. Every single day is money being made. It's the way I look at it. It's some play on this board that's gonna hit. Like most of these plays, you can only pick one side for the most part. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm just trying to find the winner. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to hit. So we putting in the research. We putting in the time. We doing our thing for you to give you this. You know what I'm saying? And we're doing it for free. You know what I'm saying? And like with the Cam Ward thing, like one of my big things is I'm trying to make sure, or I'm trying to find the plays where the book messed up at, because those are the high percentage winners. Those are the good winners. Like the books is not perfect. The books, they have this recency and this team bias as well. And there's certain players where it's like, oh, the books is sleep right here. And that's why I was on Cam Ward so tough, because they were sleeping on him and they didn't think that he was gonna ball out like he did. And every week, pretty much, he was getting us paid. You know what I mean? And it was, I don't want to say it was easy money, but it was kind of like easy money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I've been saying from the beginning of the time too, like I'm a trendy better. You know what I'm saying? I find the trend, I find what's going on. Oh, this dude getting 4 assists again. Okay, let me bet his 4 assists, or let me find something else. Like that year after year, like that's what I've been doing. Like I was just thinking the other day, I used to, when the 76ers had, it used to be like Joel Embiid, it was Seth Curry, it was Tobias Harris, Maxi. I used to do this play almost every game. It would be Embiid for 30, Embiid for 10 rebounds, and Seth Curry for like 4 or 5 assists or something like that. And then just like with the Karen Ward, I would watch it every week. The odds would go down more and more, but I was steady hitting every week. Like the first week, it was like plus 800. And then the next week, it might have been like plus 700. The next game, it might go to like plus 500. But every week, it was just hitting. I'm just cashing. And I'm like, and I used to do the same thing on Twitter. You know, I used to like have like a large following of from always like being funny on Twitter. You know what I mean? So I used to give out plays and like that wasn't really the crowd that I was used to having or attracting on my Twitter. So then I kind of like started engaging more with the other people that was gambling. But I'm still like both times, you know, I'm just tweeting out these plays and people were seeing them and like that's why a lot of the big sports cappers on Twitter they follow me and you know they always give me props, you know, for my plays and stuff because like I've always, you know, I've been doing it for a while, you know what I mean, consistently, and I, you know, showing that I know what I'm doing, you know. So, but yeah, like I do things like that. Like I ride away for a while, you know what I'm saying, and until the well, you know what I'm saying, one dry, because it used to be plays where I'd be like, I was trying to tell everybody, y'all not on this. Like, how am I the only one seeing this? There's certain plays that I would be the only one on, and I'm trying to put other people on, and I'm telling them, and they just won't put their money on it. And I'm showing them every week, look, or every game, look, it's hitting, it's still hitting, it's still hitting, it's still hitting. And then that's why, like, you know, with this show and with the Discord, you know, it's been things, you know, I did the same thing with plays, I did the same thing. That's how I like to, you know, get paid.
Yeah, well, I could say when you jumped on Cam Ward, when you hit everybody Cam Ward, that was an easy play every week for like what, like 9 weeks or some shit.
Something like that. Like it was getting paid. The team in general, you know what I'm saying, was just balling. Like that offense was just crazy. They was just scoring at will. Man, they would have like 30 points by halftime. You know what I'm saying? And it was like people was just sleeping. Like dude was throwing 3 touchdowns in his sleep. Like his first 5 games of the season, he had like 4 or 5 touchdowns every game. They had his line. The first game of the season, I think they had his line at 1.5, and I'm like, I took that. And the next game it was 1.5 again. I said, man, I took that. And then they finally bumped up to 2.5. Man, 2.5 was too easy too. Like he was hitting all of that. Like
Man, they was scoring like crazy.
exactly. And like
Yeah.
you don't have to always be on a side. You don't have to pick a winner and a loser. You know what I mean? I could pick that. I just know what this dude gonna do. I know LeBron gonna get 6, 7 assists. I know he gonna get 6, 7 rebounds. So why do I have to bet that the Lakers are gonna win? I don't have to. I could bet that this dude is just gonna be supposed to.
Right. Just because there's only 2 games for the day don't mean there ain't 50 picks that you could bet.
Yeah, you don't always have to pick the winners. You don't always have to pick the spread because like anything could happen. How many times have you bet a team -7.5 and they win by 7, lose by 0.5? You know what I mean? Like
All the time.
that type of stuff is unpredictable. Like you had no idea that they was gonna foul this dude down 10 at the end of the game, or you know, you had no idea this dude was gonna miss 2 free throws. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that can happen. But I know that dude, I know that Paolo Banchero gets 4 assists damn near every game. Every game I know he good for 4. So if they're gonna give me anything close to 4, I'm gonna take it. You know what I mean? Even if they're gonna give me 5, I know he get 4. So if they're gonna give me 5, I know I can take 5. I'm gonna be able to hedge it because towards the end of the game, it's the third quarter. I know he's gonna have 4 by like the third quarter. So if it's not looking good, I know I can boom just bet the. You know what I mean?
Man, you know what's crazy? Remember we just the other night I had mentioned Rudy used to just come out in that first quarter and get you 6. He got off the other day, and Reeves went crazy the other day.
Man, that had me so sick because so that's the day that I flew to. That's the morning I flew to LA, right?
Damn.
Before I flew to LA, I'm like, man, should I put a play in? I'm looking. I'm like, LeBron is out. When LeBron is out, Reeves goes crazy. He has no choice but to go crazy. There's no AD and there's no LeBron. Right. It gotta be Reeves. Right. His was like 23. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, he gonna kill it. He gonna get at least 25. Man, the dude had 45 points. Had you ladder his points all the way?
I seen the fool had like 29.
And the first
I was like, damn, the game ain't even halfway over.
For real.
Yeah. I didn't even go look at nothing on the betting app, so I don't know what his lines was.
Man, it would have been crazy. His 30 points had to be like plus 500 or something. 35 was probably plus 1,000. You know what I mean? Like, and that's another thing. Like the average everyday better, just that's just betting just to bet. He's not even gonna know that type of stuff. He's
Mhm.
not gonna know that what is average because you got an everyday average, a game average, but then you got an average of when you missing the star player. Like that's
Yeah,
a
it
ball game.
goes up. It
Yeah, who
goes up.
steps up when the star player is out?
Yeah.
Who step up when there's no other scores? You know, what I mean? It might be the third option, and sometimes the book. I mean, most of the time the books asleep on that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because they got the bias too. The when it comes to sports books, all that stuff go off of algorithm. It goes off of numbers. You know what I'm saying? So the computer is not always going to be like, oh, you should bump this up because it's his birthday today. You know what I mean? They not doing shit like that. But it's a trend of certain dudes balling out on their birthday, or a player going back to his home city.
The-
Like this dude, LeBron is from Cleveland. So how does he play when he goes back home to Cleveland and plays against Cleveland? You know what I mean? AD is from Chicago. How do he play in Chicago? You know what I'm saying? DeMar DeRozan is from LA. So when he got a game in LA and he done gave out 50 tickets, all his people was in the crowd. Is he gonna turn up? Most likely, you know what I'm saying? So you might take the over, you might take 25 points, 30, you might ladder his points all the way as long as they let you take them. And that's where the money is at. But the average everyday dude, they're not even gonna pay attention to stuff like that.
don't forget in basketball, the player with the flu usually has the best game.
That's too. If you still play, you might still ball out. You know what I'm saying? So it's different stuff. Certain cities, you know what I mean? Like dudes over here coming to LA, you know, he known for like to get his freak on. You know what I mean? You know, it's gonna be some baddies courtside. Dude might be with the he gonna be with the extras. You know what I mean? He gonna be trying to score 50 tonight. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be some baddies courtside. You know what I'm saying?
I remember Spike Lee. All the stars came to Madison Square Garden would light him up because Spike
Yeah,
Lee be heckling him.
yeah, we over there talking shit.
Man. All right, let me hit a couple comments. Kev, we got to get this bread baseball season. I already promised you guys we're going to get this bread baseball season.
Mhm.
Guaranteed.
And then see when in the summertime, it ain't no basketball, it ain't no football, but it's baseball, and that's when Kev is on his shit. And man, RJ88 is not in here, but RJ88 will tell you about that WNBA season.
He
You know,
was in here.
yeah, don't sleep on that WNBA because yeah, I get crazy. I go crazy in that WNBA too.
Yeah, he was in here earlier.
Mm.
Let me see.
And see
Go to
my
DJ. You could go to Discord Breadwinners if you want to get at DJ or get his picks, just in case we don't come on here or we come on here late. I really want to get in the sports betting scene. I just don't keep up with a lot of sport. That's what we're here for. Uh, but there's a comment after yours I'll get to as well. DK said I definitely pay for help with picks. That's cool. We don't demand that you pay, but once you trust somebody, you can or cannot pay. But if you win, just bless the person. That's all. And ain't nobody putting no dollar amount on it. Whatever you won and you feel like the person deserves, give it to them. All right, now check this out. I really didn't want to respond to this because I don't even respond when DJ mentions this. But before I met DJ, when I used to go to uh, the Silverton, William Hill used to slip all the time, almost every single day. And when I say slip, let me tell you, the Lakers might be playing the Dallas Mavericks. The game actually be over, and the Lakers might be getting plus 7.5. You know the score already. You could bet on it. You don't have a lot of time though. You can bet on it, and they will pay you. They will pay you your money, and you already know who the winner is. I think when DJ first came on for the first time or so, I told him My issue with that was it was so good to be true that I would sit there and didn't want to believe it. So I'd be like, let me see, what's the Lakers score? What's the Lakers score? And I'd be refreshing and boom, it comes off. And I'd be like, damn, why didn't I just bet it? Because you don't want to give away your money that easy. But by the time you figure out you got a free winner, William Hill would be on it. But I got to be honest, I haven't seen William Hill make a mistake in probably 2 years. Um, so I think when Caesars got a hold of them, Caesars is shitty with their app, but I think they good with taking care of their money though. Uh, yeah, that's 7.5 all year. I didn't say that though, but I've been telling y'all the Eagles was better than people was giving them credit for. And Jerome Wallace bet all that damn money on the damn Giant. I was so pissed. That could have gave me some of that money or put a different bet in for us. Something shit.
Oh, I was don't listen to nobody.
Man.
I don't know where he at. We ain't heard from him. Ain't seen him in a minute.
He probably watching. I wonder who he bet on. Cause last time I seen him, he said, "Yeah, you and DJ talking all that shit, but yeah, I'm getting my money." But then I seen him again, and he was down on his luck. So that's how gambling is. But I have a rule. I have a number one rule for everybody in here. When I tell you this is free game. So please use it. When you are winning, stay humble. Do not get arrogant. Stay humble. If you arrogant already, that's fine. You can stay yourself. You can be arrogant. But if you're not an arrogant person, don't get arrogant when you win. Miss 702, what's up with you, sweetie? I'm just catching up with some of these posts. Kobe was the one. He was getting all kind of panties. Gotcha. Who's favorite to win college basketball? You want to check that, DJ, or you want me to check it?
I probably could pull it up, or you should. He said who the favorite to win college basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't look that up, right?
Yeah, you should be able to look at futures and see who got the best odds.
Yeah, this probably so long. This probably so long.
We used to stand by bookies at the Lucky Club when the board of free. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. You're right. We used to catch them way back in the Lucky Club days. So we talking over 10 years. William Hill been losing money because they be slipping.
It looked like Auburn got the
Auburn ain't no joke.
they plus 440 to win it all, to win the championship. But after that is Duke at plus 450. So they really neck and neck because the
I
neck.
don't think Duke is that good. Auburn lost the other day, though. I think they lost to Florida. I think the other day. So you got to look at Florida like Florida's pretty good too now. Years ago, I was at the casino. Dude lost 10,000 at the blackjack table. Another fool was laughing at him, and next, T. I wasn't looking for that outcome.
I seen the dude do something like that too when I was kind of early into like gambling and living in Vegas at Arizona Chargers. Dude kept losing. He kept going his wallet, pulling out racks, and he kept getting hit, kept getting hit, kept getting hit. And we were looking at him like, dog, like you don't want to call it quits. And he was like, he kind of had an attitude with us, like stay out of this business, you know what I mean? And we kind of, he didn't say that, but that's kind of what he was like, you know what I mean? And we didn't. I was young, and I was new to gambling, so I really didn't understand it. You know what I mean? But now I kind of get it. But there's been a couple of dudes. I remember, man, it was uh, the porn star dude from 20s. Pause. Uh, he from Long Beach 20s. Can't remember his name, but I was at the casino with him before. I didn't know who he was or whatever, and he had, I want to say he might have had like 5,000 or something on him, and he was playing blackjack, and he got hit. Boom! He was like, he was chopping it up with me and stuff, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna go to the house to the safe. I'm gonna probably just go get another 10 racks and just come back." And I think he had did that and lost that 2 hours. Damn, dude, like man, like so you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them later on. Yeah, it's better. You're supposed to really never chase, but if you got the bankroll, then, you can chase and cover your losses on one bet. You know what I'm saying? I just you do it plenty of times. You lose two bets, double down on the third one, you get it back. But that's your whole bankroll. You're like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah, Rob, you don't really gamble, shit. But yeah, yeah.
So
See, if you have your limit, that helps. My mother and father used to tell me that, but man, when you sprung, you sprung. If you got addictive behavior or you don't know how to manage your bankroll, that's a problem.
it's hard because it's free money. It's not free money, but it's money. It's money right there. It's like, man, all I gotta do is walk in here, put my money up. I ain't gotta go to work. I ain't gotta clock in. I ain't gotta rob nobody for this. I ain't gotta, you know what I mean? Like I could just make money like this. And think about like most people. I mean, the average person will make like 50,000, 60,000 a year or something. So you like, man, if I could just win $200 a day, that's $1,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? That's like $4,000 a month. Like I'll be straight.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, for real. I mean, that's usually entry level. You say $100 a day, 3,000 a month. Then you'd
Yeah,
be like $300 a day, 9,000 a month,
exactly.
entry level. But when I used to go to the crap table, I used to see this old man, a few old men, but this one old man, that's what he did for a living. He
Yeah,
actually
a lot of people.
he would come in the sports book. I mean, come to the crap table like 3, 4, 5 G's, and he winning 500. He was gone. He would just quit like that. Like sometime he might be there 3 minutes. Sometime he might be there 8 hours.
Yeah,
But because sometimes he would get down, but most of the time he didn't get down because he's a don't better, and so he's betting with the house.
yeah,
But he had a lot of patience, and if he hit that 500 right away, he was gone.
for real. And that's really how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get up and bounce because most of the time you're gonna be up and they're gonna give it back plus some more and be like, and you're gonna leave like, damn, I could have just when I was up that little 200, 300, I should have just left. Like you gotta leave when you up. But like Rob Moses said, he know how it feels to barely get home in California after getting lit up. That's the part that a lot of people don't talk about. That ride home after you done lost, boy, you don't even turn the radio on, man. You just ride in silence, boy. You be so hurt, like
Shit, I talk about it in my book. I talk about how I used to want the plane to crash. I talk about it. That's why I don't hold no punches. I think that's why everybody like my book. When they talk about it's a lot of highs and lows, because
yeah,
I give it to you raw.
nigga see what the plane that crashed though. That's crazy.
Hell yeah, because the nigga just lost all his money. He ain't got
Man,
no money. You know what I'm saying?
it hurt. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt, and that's why I can never be a dude that lost all my rent because I might feel like that too. I might do something crazy. I might want to stop the shit out the dealer or something. I lose all my money, you know.
Man, I had some bad losses, man. But
Hey,
like I said, that's how I get out. Have you hit the pawn shop before? Man, what? I done pawned everything I ever had. Why you think you see the same camera every day? You don't see no double angles when I do my stories no more. Man, I'm down to one camera right now. Shit. Nigga, I'm pawn. You don't see no rings on my finger or around my neck, man. Shit, what?
nigga, you know who you talking to? Nigga, you talking to Kevin? Nigga, have you been to the pawn shop?
Instead of a sports channel, I should have invested in a pawn shop because I know how to go. Most people are gonna lose the shit that they pawn.
Yeah, most people gonna lose to you.
Yeah, and then you
Like, you
sell it for more.
go in there and talk to them niggas. Let me get that for the dub.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll go get that camera back. You know what I'm saying? If they don't know you bought it, you know what I mean?
Man. Hey,
But
y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. I had fun, y'all.
me
Um,
too.
yeah, if we tune in and y'all got questions, just ask, man, if you want to learn.
Man, it's
And keep
open.
in mind, I can't speak for DJ, but keep in mind, man, I learned this shit. The shit that I learned, it took over decades and a lot of heartaches, a lot of lost money. And so that's probably why I value my pick so much. And when I give out a pick or when I run over here and I tell y'all that I think I see a lot, is because it's not that easy to get that shit without losing. So all I could do is try to give y'all good advice over here, man. Give y'all good advice and offer my best picks to y'all, man.
That's what we here for. To give our best knowledge of this game, you know what I mean? And shit, try to put some money in everybody's pockets because we could just be making these plays by ourselves and winning by ourselves, you know what I'm saying? But we really out here sharing. We just trying to get, you know, everybody, riding with us and, build a community. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like we ain't trying to get to the point where we can charge it up like next season. You know what I'm saying? We might have to charge because it's like we giving it all out for free and as winners, it ain't no bad. We ain't, you know what I mean? We ain't losing people's money like that, and nobody's talking about they homeless because of us. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, exactly. But
and everybody else getting paid for it, and we doing it for free.
I'm there now. So I have a breadwinner membership on this channel. And not only am I sincere in trying to help you win and giving you my best plays and making sure you are a winner, but YouTube ain't doing as good as it used to be doing, man. And so I'm behind on a lot of bills and shit. And that's why a lot of times people be saying, when you going to LA or why don't you go here and there? No, I can't. My car don't work. I'm behind on my rent. I'm behind on my power. I'm behind on my Wi-Fi. And it ain't you guys' fault. Y'all don't have to pay for it. But if I'm giving y'all some winners, I'm sure we're going to take care of all of that. You know what I mean? My goal was for this year was to get a new car, but I've already put that off to next year now. So next year, I'm hoping to get a new car, a new, not brand new, you know what I mean, but a new car.
You're gonna do something brand new, man, off the lot, showroom
I
floor.
hope so. I mean, I
You
am,
know what I mean?
I am known to win that type of money, so
Exactly.
hopefully I do. But I'm gonna still say next year. But if y'all breadwinners start winning, and then we gonna take care of that shit ASAP. No, they keep asking about the group bet, but nobody never wants to put up when it's time to do the group bet.
Yeah.
But
And
I will say this: if you're gonna group bet and we all put in some money and we all go make a big bet, you could also just get the pick and we all just bet our own bet on the pick that we come up with.
you're
So
gonna win the same amount of
yeah,
money.
it's the same amount of money. So you
Nothing
don't have
different.
to worry about me holding. Say we win 100,000, you don't have to worry about Kev having 100,000 and running off with it. You can have your own money.
Now, if you're in a state where you ain't got no, was
Yeah,
like that's different. But if you are like, if you don't win the same amount of money, it ain't gonna change nothing.
right.
But yeah, man, I'm tired of some bitch and shit. Hopefully, you know what I mean. We'll be back at it this week. I think this week is sure. The All Star break is coming up, so uh,
Yeah, yeah,
like 3, 4, 5 days with no games and stuff. So that's gonna be a little rough. I don't know
yeah.
myself, but yeah, we still got basketball left. Football is over. Today was the last game of football, but we're gonna keep trucking till this NBA season is over, and then that baseball season come, that WNBA season come. Shit, we're gonna keep on rolling.
Yeah, you guys got plenty of basketball, college and pro. You got March Madness, but I'm an expert at baseball. Expert not meaning I'm gonna give y'all 100% wins, but expert, that's really my game. I know the game. Sometimes, believe it or not, I know the game better than players because players don't be knowing the damn rules to the game. They just know how to play. But all right, y'all. DJ yawning. I'm ready to go eat and go to sleep. Y'all have a good one, man.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Appreciate that confused outlaw. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate that.